Hey everyone! So, I've been waiting on this to come in for a while because of the weather. It's been windy, FedEx has been delayed, so this got put off a few days coming out to me. But I finally got my second wave of Final Girl Season 2. And I believe all the miniatures for Season 1, which I'll get to later, and do some comparison stuff because I know another map comes in. Other than that, I'd like to thank all you guys for checking out my channel, looking at my videos, and subscribing. And those of you that are not subscribed, I highly encourage you, especially since I do have a video in the links to actually for a giveaway for Marvel United, the X-Men Kickstarter stuff if you're interested. But that's on another video. Other than that, let's get into Final Girl. So, we have our lore and scenario book. Now, there was something I read about the gruesome deaths. They said they didn't have time to print the book, so it's going to be a PDF only, so I'm not sure, but we'll see in the box. And I do know that Van Ryder is very specific about spoilers, and they said don't ruin it for people. But in here, it's pretty much the same as Season 1's thing, but what it is, or what the actual secret thing is completely different. And I will show that closer to the end of the video, so you guys won't see it right now. So we have our vehicle miniatures, and it actually looks like there's a power loader here from Aliens. Oh, lame. I don't have my knife on me, so we'll get to that later. But, I do have Season 1 vehicle miniatures. And I believe these fit in the Season 1 box. But we'll put those in later. We finally got the birds miniatures. And there's 24 single birds and 12 triple birds. Still haven't played that scenario. That's nice. We have the vintage expansion for Final Girl, Terror from the Grave. And one thing I love about Van Ryder Games, except for Hostage Negotiator, because they use little foil packs, but I understand. I hate it when they do plastic shrink wrap. It's just really bad for the environment. So definitely appreciate the band. Ooh, new cards for your skill pool. How to use zombies, zombie tokens. Ah, that's kind of lame. I don't know if I have zombie tokens. Never mind, I do. So here we are. So again, we have 15 single zombies and 3 zombie folds. And of course, we have our actual Season 2 miniature characters for those that don't like cardboard. And those are some pretty good looking miniatures. Alrighty. Now we got a raft, a snowcat. I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, it's a gurney. Interesting. So these are the vehicles for Season 2. And again, if you got the Kickstarter edition, it comes in this really cool box. I don't know if the sale is separate. Again, we have a VCR box. This time it says Series 2 in the corner. It looks a little bit more modern than the original. And it's 2 game mats. I don't know if they're the same game mats. I did take them out of the plastic, but I did not look at them. So we still have our half mat. It looks different. Definitely looks different, but I will get to the comparison later. We have our box of props. It's a nice shade of green. Alright, a rule book. Desperate Deaths. What is this? have to read up on that. Okay. So we have an hourglass token for a new time marker, a Jason Voorhees Oculus, a blood splatter. I definitely like how it's all cut out like that. That is really nice. Our health counters. New dice. I don't remember these. Oh, ultimate dice. And new cards for our deck. Oh, here's some characters. I'm guessing these are exclusives. So I have Layla, Julia, Constance, and Agnes. Yeah, Agnes has seen some hard times here. 4, 5, 6, 5. Huh. Okay, box of rule books. Okay, the Jason Track Meeple thing is a horror track. Of course, the blood is the blood. Time. New tokens. Promo Final Girls. Desperation Dice. Special Black Die. Desperate Circumstances. Oh, interesting. It's just a new mode. Okay, so the Desperation Dice is tied to the Desperation Deaths. Signature action cards, new unique action cards. Okay, Ultimate Dice, here they are. Oh, okay, so it's a new reward. That's cool. How to use the Ultimate Dice. Okay, so they have to work. So this health die has to work with a health action, like a short rest or long rest. Search die has to be with search die. Focus and distribution with the time die. Walk and sprint with the foot die. Horror die has to be used with distractions. Okay. And variants. Very cool. So, I love horror movies. And this actually has a lot of the ones I really like. So, I remember watching Alien the first time when I was really young, and I probably shouldn't have when I was at that age. And this is by far still the most terrifying movie I think has ever made. So I am really happy that they made the royalty-free version of Alien here. Check out that board. That is very spaceshipy. It does have a few things I don't remember from Aliens. Or Alien. Probably should check out the stuff in here. And of course we have our special cards all hidden under the characters. Tokens. Object. As I recall, they're just cards and figures, or there's no figures in these. I don't think there's anything. Nope. Just a wood token. Then we have the organism, which is based off the thing, and I like that the year is, it's Station 2891, but that was the year the thing came out, was 1982, and again, I watched that when I was way too young. The organism board's interesting. It only has 3 slots, but I'm guessing because there's 3 of them. Ooh. Okay, so they come out like that. Huskies. Everyone loves dogs. That looks very familiar to the setup of the actual thing. Very neat. we have the Wingard Cottage, which I believe this is more of, yeah, the Intruders, so this is definitely off of the Strangers. And it looks like there's going to be 3 of them you have to defeat too. So it looks like already in this set that they're exploring with mechanics a lot. It's a pretty neat layout, actually. Then we have the Storybook Woods, which is a werewolf, so I'm guessing Red Riding Hood. And the werewolf just looks like a single enemy. Now, it looks very similar to Camp Happy Trails, but there's a gingerbread house, Grandma's house, and the village. The Ratchet Lady, which is in an asylum. The Wolf Asylum. I'm not exactly sure what she's supposed to be, but there's a lot of haunted asylum movies. Looks very religious, though. It could be the nun. That's a neat layout. Our cast and crew box, which I believe is just for the minis. Yep. Our minis has a spot for them. I guess I should keep that in there. And all the zombies. Cool. Don't think it has room for the zombie tokens. But that's nice, it's recessed. Access the bottom stuff. Neat. And then we have the bonus featurettes. These are for books. Oh, we have more cards. Yeah. So the Gruesome Death books for Season 2 are supposed to go in here, but from what I understand, they're a PDF. And this is just for the feature film rule book and the lore book. What are these? They're difficulty mods. Epic Final Battle cards. Very neat. Alright. So, I'm going to go get the other box now and do some comparisons. Welcome back, everyone. Took me a little bit longer to go through all the Season 2 stuff, just to organize and package everything away. I actually ran out of sleeves, so it's not all packed up. But, just like Season 1, everything should fit. One thing I forgot to go over was this insert. So, every time I get Kickstarter stuff, I really don't remember what's Kickstarter exclusive. And I'm so glad that actually includes this little plus on the insert that tells me pretty much what is with the plus. I believe that's what it's doing. Storage box, hold, yeah. And then the box of props tells you everything to throw in there, but the box of props is, it's kind of a mess. Just because of the way it was done, everything was loosely packed. Other than that, I always appreciate this, and I wish more games did this. I was really impressed with how Scarface 1920 did it. 51st State did it also, so it's always a good plus because I forget a lot, and I don't keep on top of it as much as I should. So, if you remember from my Season 1 unboxing video, what you got in this special box was randomizer dice, and it lets you mix scenarios and killers, and it came in a Necronomicon. So, I'm going to give plenty of warning now to the people that don't want spoilers. What I'm going to reveal is in the second box. But you guess what's in the box? Because I did not expect this was a horror movie trope. Granted, I saw the movie a long time ago and I thought it was really cheesy. Kind of neat and kind of unexpected because it's just like when you first saw that horror movie about a mirror. It is the Oculus. And it has a side rotation. And again, randomizer dice. It's like a piece of foil. It's not a very good reflection or anything. I don't know if that's part of the design to make it that way. But still very neat. Kind of cool. Did not expect that. And I mean, it's a nice little surprise. Will I use it? I don't know. And of course the other thing I didn't go over was the little back inserts on all the booklets. But if you'd like to see a future video on how each of these campaigns worked and a how-to or what to buy guide for Final Girl, since I know there's some confusion on how they do their packaging, let me know down in the comments. And if you want me to actually start doing gameplay videos of Final Girl, let me know too. It's a fun game. So here's the Season 1 board, our roll mat. And I said it looked different from the Season 2 one, and here's the Season 2. So, as you can see, there is a slight change. Final Girl, I'm not sure why it moved this way. I'm guessing because these boards aren't really used in Season 2. So I think mechanically a lot of stuff has changed. Now, there's a little disclaimer, so unknown. But I like the looks of it. It's darker. It seems like it's more roomy. I'm not sure. And then we can see the changes with... So here's the original Season 1. And then there's the Season 2. So again, not really sure why they changed stuff. This is less changed than the other. But still, you can definitely see that these were added. Definitely the track was decreased in size. But it's a welcome change. And here we are, a side-by-side comparison of Season 1 on the right and Season 2 on the left. Like I said, Prop Box is really weird just because it has 2 cardboard spacers while everything else has nice plastic inserts. And I guess it was just something put in to make up for not giving you 2 copies of the core box, which I appreciate since I don't need 2 copies of the core box. But then again, I don't need 2 sets of the same mat. But that's to be said. But I did look through stuff, and the alien's really interesting, just because of the evolutionary cycles, and it's a mix of a lot of the stuff from the Alien franchise itself, so I thought that was kind of neat. The organism, which is from The Thing, a lot of suspicion, a lot of really weird stuff. Mainly just the distrust mechanic and how they wanted to make the paranoid fear of, like, is this guy safe that came knocking on the door at night. The intruders I found really interesting because one of the new mechanics was you could craft traps. So I was like, hey, that's different. And then, of course, we have the Big Bad Wolf. It definitely is Little Red Riding Hood. It does have some Hansel and Gretel stuff, too, like the gingerbread house. So it's definitely very fairy tale-ish. It has a weird movement mechanic with a raft, but I'll get into that when I get into each one of these a little bit more detail. The Ratchet Lady in the Asylum is really one of the more interesting ones. So she summons minions very similar to like the Carnival of Blood with Geppetto. But one of the really new mechanics they added was pills. You take insanity or you take medication at the hospital. If you take 1 pill, it does one thing, and if the track you take 2, then you have to draw 2 side effect cards. But you get some cool abilities, and if you take 3 and you hit the jackpot of the random colors, well, you get to become Super Saiyan. So it's actually really neat. The featurettes, they're the same, and the cast and crew box are the same. I did realize that when you do sleeve the cards in here that you have to toss the insert for the zombie scenario. So I was like, oh yeah, that's what I did with that. But that's pretty much what I got for Final Girl Season 2, and that's really the differences. I mean, Hans was really just a straightforward killer with no real dynamic. The Ghost was, you couldn't kill the Ghost until you got enough quest stuff. This guy was just annoying with all his weird magic stuff. And this introduced the minions, and then this introduced the mechanic you had to be awake or asleep. I feel like they've advanced the mechanics a little bit more, and I'm more interested that this seems more combat focused, while this seems kind of more quest focused. But I am looking forward to it. I will get around to doing a playthrough, I guess, because it's something to record. But yeah, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you like, don't like. In fact, tell me if you what you want to actually see me play, because I have no idea what I really want to play. I'm really leaning towards the Asylum just because it's really neat. I do like the traps, but fighting off a horde of guys is kind of difficult. And then, of course, my 2 favorite sci-fi movies from back in the day that are horror, Alien and The Thing, are just great classics you can't beat. And the characters are really neat from what I saw. But other than that, take care, guys. Let me know what you think. And like I said, leave a comment what you want to see me play. And I'd greatly appreciate if you subscribe, because it allows me to continue on my hobby. But Alright, take care, guys.